It's a me, everyone. Now, I know I've been gone for a while and I apologize, it's just medicine changes have been kicking my ass. I haven't been in the right mood to want to make videos lately. I try to wait till like May 19th to upload anything to make it like a whole 50 days later, which is 3 days more than the record currently. But I'm feeling slightly better now, so there's really no point in waiting that long. Now before I say a diddly damn, spoiler warning. I saw the Mario movie 1 month ago today, and this probably will contain some like post-credit movie scenes or whatever, so you have been warned. Don't be bitching to me if I give your hopes up because I told you. With that said, this is the second Illumination release in a row to warrant a BBM episode. The other one being Despicable Him from last July, based off of Minions: The Rise of Gru. Come on, Kale, they're not worthy of that crap, they suck. But I do believe this should be the last one, at least for quite a while. So no blogs about migration, you can throw that out the damn window right now. And just a disclaimer, because the movie is still pretty new, it's possible I might not find that much footage of it. But I will try. I guess the best way to start this out is that new Mario movie, not the old one from 30 years ago, but the new one. To put it simply, when it comes to money, it's kicking ass. I did some research back in April, so this might not be set in stone or anything, but the Super Mario Bros. Movie from 2023 is the 79th highest grossing film ever, the 3rd highest grossing Universal film ever, and the #1 highest grossing film in the history of any animated movie of all time. This thing is the shit. Like, that's so gross, it makes me want to barf. Get what I did there? Cut the damn, Kale, cut the damn. I mean, real quick, let's just look at the thumbnail for this episode. Which Mario brother would I be if I had to be one of them? Probably Luigi, because, you know, he's a virgin, but then again, who would Mario be? Okay, now I'm really gonna barf, let's move on. So back in 2022, last year, I had the idea that a bunch of us family members would go and see Bob's Burgers in theaters, which I would say was a success because 15 of us were able to make it to the theater, and on top of that, we had the whole room to ourselves. Similarly, one of my younger cousins, who is now 18, had a similar idea, except we would see Mario. And once again, success, 12 people came to that one, at least in our group. So if this was some sort of competition here, it looks like I've won so far, because my idea got more people behind it. Both these films are just two painfully dull, okay movies that are not worth watching more than once, if you ask me. If anyone else has an idea for a 2024 movie that looks painfully average that we can all get together and see for the 3rd family movie get-together, then let me know. But the idea cannot come from me or the 18-year-old cousin. It's gotta be someone new. Now, one of my friends who I graduated with actually works at a movie theater. Apparently, he's seen the Mario movie 3 times. And yeah, he admitted that it wasn't the greatest story in the world, but apparently when you drink a bunch of crap, that made the movie funnier or something. Make of that what you will. Man, I keep forgetting I'm already old enough to do crap like that. Like, it blows my mind. But aside from my medication, if I wasn't qualified to do it 6 years ago, then screw it! I am getting so damn hot in this hat. Now, if you recall, episode 50 of Behemoth Blogmaster was one of the most complicated, if not the most complicated episode for me to put into words. Basically, somewhere on the internet I had heard that the original Donkey Kong from the old game was Cranky Kong, and that's where the confusion began. Kale, you can only believe like 95% of the internet here. The other 5% is total bullbitch. They're gonna throw a lot of crap at you that is not true. And my dad said it himself. When I told him that the reason our Super Mario World copy is not really saving is because the battery is dead. And he's like, I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as a battery inside of a cartridge. You can't believe everything you hear online. But he was wrong. They do have batteries in the cartridge. I had a conversation with a guy who claims to be the moon. Literally, the moon. Who I spoke with on YouTube, and it wasn't the fact that I was swapping the game from one Super Nintendo to the other, it's because the damn battery was dead. That's how things were back then, you had to have a battery to save. So yes, you can believe some stuff you hear online, but it gets really hard to figure out what is real and what's not real. In this case, yes, the battery thing was real. You can even disassemble a cartridge and find those circular batteries in there. So yeah, I stand corrected. So the point is, now that the new Mario movie is out and we have a whole new world of continuity to try to unscramble, and for the fact that I'm now editing the damn videos, I think I'm gonna try again with this theory. But I doubt it'll be any easier though. Now, I didn't feel like watching a whole 17-minute long, boring ass unedited video just to make my point. So I'm just gonna wing it here. So in that episode, I was trying to figure out who Mario's parents were. And somehow, in one form or another, I came to the conclusion that Jumpman was Mario's dad. Jumpman was just the name they gave Mario back in the early 80s before they had established his true identity, his true look, all that crap. But then comes the movie, and in the movie, Mario's parents are just regular ass people that are probably not even that rich to begin with. So it turns out Jumpman is just Mario, and I was just an idiot back then. I mean, in the original game from 81, Donkey Kong kidnaps Pauline, who we have seen in Super Mario Odyssey, which I somehow came to the conclusion was Mario's mom. Don't ask me how. But anyway, so the building that Donkey Kong climbs up looks more like a building from the Brooklyn universe, but in the movie, they meet in the Mushroom universe. Guys, this is what happens when you make something into a movie that doesn't really need to be a movie. It just messes everything up. Because, by the time Donkey Kong actually arrives to Brooklyn, they're kind of friends in the movie. So why is he just kidnapping the mayor and Mario has to go bust his ass up? I know it's fun just to assume that Jumpman would be Mario's dad because, he wears red overalls with a blue shirt, and everybody and their dead hamster knows that Mario wears blue overalls with a red shirt. So yeah, poking fun of the whole theory is kind of what makes it fun. I would have assumed that it wasn't until Super Mario Land in 1989 where he looks the same as he does now, and probably will until the very last Mario game. Pauline not being Mario's mom now makes way more sense because she looks way too young for that. Mario's gotta be a 30-year-old man. Pauline also looks like she's in her 30s, so there's no excuse. She's a much younger woman, not some old-ass bastard. But was the movie bad? I don't want to say that. They just screwed up a lot of crap. And to make things worse, because of how much damn money this movie got, I'm gonna bet my balls off they will make more Nintendo-themed movies, not just for Mario, but for Zelda. They already did one for Pokemon, I think, back in 2019. But anyway, animated movie-wise, Zelda, Metroid, F-Zero, Pikmin. I wouldn't be surprised if they did all of the above and gave each one a trilogy. I really hope they don't go overboard because they're best known for video games. That's their strength. It doesn't matter what some dumbass thinks, no one can top you when it comes to those. But movies kind of belong in the hands of others. So yeah, it was harmless, it wasn't bad, it was an okay experiment to make Mario into a movie. Although you would have been better off not doing that, whatever, it was harmless. I just hope they don't continue, but knowing my ass, they will. Once we got out of the movie theater, I was legitimately sad and disappointed. The movie was not my standard, which it's Illumination. What do you expect, Kale? But we just talked about it with the family, and a cousin who wasn't even there to see the movie, she was like, Yoshi wasn't in it? No wonder it was average. She just heard us say that the movie was just painfully okay, and she heard from my sister that there was no Yoshi. That's right, I haven't even brought up Yoshi yet. I mean, in the movie, there was a scene where they go from kingdom to kingdom and they pass by the island with a bunch of different colored Yoshis galloping and crap. But the lime green one that we all know and love was not present. That is until the very end. The very end. Past all the credits and everything. At a time where my whole family had left the theater already. There was a scene with a Yoshi egg hatching. You know that means they're working on the Super Mario World movie. Or whatever the hell they're gonna name it. Now, a little bit of Yoshi insight. He barely appeared in Super Mario Odyssey, in the post-game. And he wasn't present at all in 3D World. He was in Super Mario Maker 1 and 2, which are main games, but those are kinda different. Where's the love for Yoshi? What the damn? Miyamoto had a drawing of Yoshi on his desk for 5 years, from 85 to 90, until it finally became a reality. And now all of a sudden they're just shoving him to the corner damn you, bitch. So hopefully, the next major Mario game will have more of an emphasis on the Yoshi mechanic. Miyamoto had teased this. All he said was, stay tuned for future directs. Oh boy, will I. Well, folks, that was this episode, and I will see you in the next one.